Development Board, Government of India, along with the President, ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly join us on the dais. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause. I would request Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, President ICRA, to kindly present the tree adoption certificate to our honorable chief guest. Sir, we have adopted a plantation in your name, which will be taken care by an organization. So here's a certificate for the same. I would request the President ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to kindly present it to the honorable chief guest. Absolutely, sir. This entire event is in fact going live on YouTube. May I now request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed towards the lamp and light it so that we can start this auspicious day. May I now request the dignitaries to kindly proceed towards the lamp. It is indeed a day of great celebration where we inaugurate this Tech Startup Conclave. Can we have a huge round of applause, everybody? Thank you so much. I would request the gentleman to kindly join us back on the dais. Good morning, Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Rajesh Kumar Pathak Ji, Secretary, Technology Development Board, Government of India, respected dignitaries, and all the delegates who have joined us here. On behalf of All India Council for Robotics and Automation, I, Namrata Sehrawat, take immense honor to extend a very warm welcome to each one of you to India's first Tech Startup Conclave and Awards 2022. Thank you so much for taking time out of your incredibly busy schedules and marking your glorious presence here. ICRA, founded in the year 2014, is a global non-profit organization which has been constantly supporting robotics and automation industry since its very inception. They have been helping their members and professionals to solve some of the very difficult technical problems while enhancing their leadership and personal career capabilities, transforming them from a job seeker to a job provider. Their vision is to make India a global leader in technology. And this conclave is being organized to encourage new age startups in technology and provide them with a platform to connect with some of the industry's biggest business leaders and brightest minds to explore new business opportunities. Well, this brings together a pool of entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, government representatives, and policymakers to discuss the future course of action and some of the groundbreaking with our welcome address by our dignitaries, followed by very nuanced and comprehensive discussions highlighting the scope and future of technology integration in India. So to walk you through the working of ICRA, we have curated a short video. Can we play the video on the screen, please? Everyone, eyes on the screen. Can we have the video over here?
All India Council for Robotics and Automation launched back in 2014, inspiring to build an ecosystem that connects industries, corporates, startups and academic institutions. Currently acting as the apex body, we are promoting and setting standards in robotics, automation and artificial intelligence. We have assisted over 3,000 member organizations and professionals with cutting-edge technology solutions. We are trying to fill the gap between industries and academia, aligning to the mission and vision of the Indian government. We have equipped itself to meet the present requirements and designed its services. Collaborating with leading tech companies, we are establishing Center of Excellence at academic institutions that empowers new disruptive technologies of Industry 4.0. We are also setting up next-generation robotics and AI labs in schools to bring youngsters to the world of robotics and automation. Over 260 NXR labs has been set up where students learn to make advanced projects with the help of expert trainers. We are upgrading computer and vocational education centers into robotics skill centers by supporting them with Train the Trainer programs, as well as equipment and software supplies. Over 2.5 lakh students certified under Robotics Literacy Program at 120 plus robotics skill centers across India. We have created the largest tech competition platform to inculcate the spirit of innovation in young learners and celebrate their talents. In last 5 series of World Robotics Championship Technosian, more than 78,000 techies from India and 22 countries have shown their potential. We engages academic professionals and institutions in various programs in STEM education and recognize their contribution at prestigious India STEM Summit and Awards every year. We are providing a conducive business environment to tech companies and assisting to digitize their business. Also in Global Artificial Intelligence Summits every year, discuss and learn from experts that how AI can transform various industries and execute its program. GAISA also recognize AI professionals and organizations for their accomplishments. We has initiated programs to encourage and support the landscape of Indian tech startups, helping them with technical guidance and making prototypes, entrepreneurship development programs, platforms to connect them with potential clients, meetings with investors to raise funds and rewarding their innovations. We are also focused upon building the architecture integral to the development of automation and AI sector through policy advocacy and strengthening India's position on world's map. We are on a mission to create an epic saga of technology and innovation. We are in a constant search for new horizons. We are building our nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was ICRA. And today is indeed a very big day for all of us. It marks the beginning of a new saga by bringing all the stakeholders in technology sector together. Now to take this day forward, may I now request the President of ICRA, Mr. Rajkumar Sharma, to welcome the gathering and dignitaries and show us the way forward for this event. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause, everybody.
Thank you, Nanda. Our chief guest, Sri Rajesh Ji, Secretary, Technology Development Board, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. Our esteemed guest came from all over the country. Our sponsors and partners, very good morning and welcome to Delhi. Since it's a Delhi chapter, and it's really a great pleasure. We are just adding on the new thing in our success journey. So India First Tech Startup is a different kind of a concept. We all started living in virtual environment. Now we are back on the track. Something physical should happen. So we're starting this event again. When we talk about startups, I think last month news mein tha, India have replaced UK in terms of number of unicorns. We have reached to 3rd position, and probably by 2023, we'll be crossing 100, right? So this is all just because of the support, the kind of system and ecosystem has been built up by the government, industry and academia, or different departments. We are in a position to reach to that level. So before starting this, I'll just give you some fair things. What I believe, the time what we are having, we are here, this can be the best time when we talk about startups. Itna acha samay pehle ka bhi nahi tha. In fact, I personally have never experienced the kind of support is there. Most of the youngsters, they starting thinking. Earlier, whenever I try to meet anybody, they try to prepare something for getting a job. They all become a job seeker. Now the scenario is completely changed. They started believing to start something new. It's a good time. So ICRA is here to support them all. I have certain, because in last 3 years time, because of the pandemic, situation has been changed. The only good thing has happened this pandemic time was we started using the technologies. Most of the people, they were not using the technologies. Internet users has been increased, and lots of applications. Even the people, they were not so friendly using, taking the services through apps. That has been increased rapidly. So things have completely changed. Yes, in the pandemic, the worst part, we have lost lots of lives. But only good thing is we started thinking differently. Most of the startups came into the picture in last 3 years' time. 6 years back, only 5,000 startups are being registered. Today we are having, last July 2021, 52,000 startups are here in this country. That's a great number. And we are increasing rapidly. This is just because of the support of different departments, and the system has been developed. And further, what my feeling, because before this event, we plan to have this conclave, I personally interacted with many people. In fact, some of them are sitting here. Startup thought, what is there in the mind, that we need to understand. If you are into innovation, you innovated something, it is not necessary that it can become a successful business. To make it any innovation which can serve large population and can give some kind of a solution, that can only become the business. Otherwise, it will not be a business, just an innovation, right? So when we talk about startup, and especially technology startup, we should be thinking the concept. And one more thing what I have understood while talking to most of the people in startups, they are having some kind of fear not to give equity. In fact, I have interacted so many people, they have booths here in fact. So the challenge, what they feel, if they share the equity, we'll be losing something. So please understand, if you do analysis worldwide, whosoever the biggest startups, rather having 100% ownership of a small firm, have minimum equity of a very large firm. So this is the very, very important factor, especially in this conclave. We invited so many investors. The purpose is like you should be interacting with them and remove your fear, have more co-founders also. In fact, see, this is my thought which has been developed while I started interacting with you guys. So you should be having more co-founders so that you get some kind of assistance, because you alone cannot do everything. It's very, very important. You might be very much experts in technology. Probably you have done best of the innovation, but you might not be good in marketing, getting the clients. There are lots of challenges. So when you talk about the entire journey of a startup, that starting from the day one when you start a company, have some innovation. After that, yes, most of the people, whenever we talk about startup, they always ask about raising the fund. I should be getting some fund, then only I can start. It's not like that. There are multiple factors. Even if you get money, There is another challenge, how to get a client. So you need to learn the entire concept. You need to take some help from some of the consultants also. We invited some consultants as well in this conclave, so you can interact with them and understand. So for a startup, it's very, very important to understand the entire cycle, get cooperation from different factor of this entire journey, whether it is investors or consultant or any organization like ICRA or any other company. This one. Further, one more factor, which is, I'm not talking about the startup, other people. Usually, we do not believe on the startup. When, as a consumer, we started thinking, the point is, there is a brand, which is established brand, we prefer to get services or products from that particular company, rather giving preference to the startups. So it is our responsibility for everyone. I might be owning one startup, but I'm a consumer also, right? So it is the responsibility for every person to give preference, give chance to startups. So this kind of system, and this cannot be done by the government or any particular organization. This is to be done by each and everybody. So when some startups, you understand the kind of efforts they have to put in. Entire money, entire efforts are there. So that time, whenever they approach us, we should be giving them opportunity. And if something they need to learn, we have to teach them as well. So this is the responsibility for each and every person sitting here, or I would request people who are sitting, viewing us virtually as well. So AICR is here to support these, like all of these startups. And this event, what we have planned, I'm sorry. Sorry. So this particular event we have planned throughout the nation. We are having 5 series. This is the first series for Delhi chapter. We would be having in Bangalore further, and then Maharashtra, Mumbai, then Kolkata. So throughout the year, we would be engaging more and more technology startups, giving them a platform so that they can interact with investors, with their potential clients also, and different government bodies, state government and central government. So they learn and they get the opportunity to scale it up. This is the whole idea. Thank you very much to all of you. You came here, and just enjoy. Next 2 days are very, very important. We have different agenda. You can check the schedule as well today and tomorrow. And get the mileage, and AICR is here to support you further. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us and showing us the way forward. May I now request our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Rajesh Kumar Pathak Ji, Secretary, Technology Development Board, Government of India, to kindly enlighten us with his words of wisdom. Sir, over to you.
On the dais, Mr. Raj Sarma, President ICRA, and so many participants, I am told, from actual startup as well as venture capitalists or angel investors, consultants, and all my friends present in this hall. I just want to share something before I start telling my thoughts. Probably be cautious that you may not find much value in which जिस पे मैं बोल रहा हूँ. The reason is, if you have experienced in your school days, you have been told that you are going for giving a test, and test is objective type, and all of a sudden you are told that no, now it's a subjective question, you have to answer. So what kind of a student will face the problem? Okay, and that too, you are not sure what is the subject. You see, you are told that it is a science subject, and you are not aware it is physics, chemistry, or math. So again, you land up in trouble. So that's exactly the same thing happened with me, and the responsibility is Mr. Raj. He kept secret till that night, I was just knowing that a startup conclave is going to happen. That's all. No idea what kind of audience will be there, what is the theme, what is the topic. So when I came in the morning, I just asked him, so you are speaking before me? Yes, sir. Okay, fine, fine. Then I will be at least know about something what the context is. But when I just got as a first take conclave and etc., take a startup conclave, and it is Delhi chapter out of this 5 series what he has planned. So I was just making my mind, okay, I will say something like this, something on this. And all of a sudden I am finding that Raj has already speaking about all those things. So, for example, unicorn or valuation or the challenges you are facing, finances, all those things, then again it came to my mind, whatever you were thinking, it is now gone. So what will you do? Anyway, that's just some sort of anecdote. I thought I should do it before I start my thoughts. And let me congratulate Mr. Raj and his team of ACRA for organizing this conclave. And rightly so, they have said this, take a startup conclave. I presume that the main focus is technology-based startup. Okay. In India, as he has rightly said, so many 52,000 startup is already registered by last July 2021 report, or say 85 or 84 unicorn, etc., etc. Most of them are either fintech or e-commerce or SaaS based. That is the stark reality. And technology based startup has a different challenge, as he also mentioned, not only raising fund, but you have to find the customers. So I would like to, when speak about, I will give you examples also. And by the way, I am also new to this entire setup. I am also learning, and learning by talking to you guys, visiting project sites, and etc., etc. That kind of learning which I have gathered in last 4 or 5 months, 2-3 months has gone due to COVID. Now I have started moving out. That's a really eye-opener for me, I can tell you, from a policy maker perspective. I also interact with many people. One example I give, as you said, about customers, how to find customer. I just went last week, I was in Vizag. And we were considering a project by a startup again, Orange Koi, that's the name of the company. They are going to produce in initial phases that all those equipment like scissors and etc., etc. required for medical operation and operative purposes. So again, I am a generalistic. I am not a technocrat or something like that. I am a true bureaucrat. So I asked, भैया बना तो लोगे, but इसका market size आप बेचोगे कहाँ? So what he told, sir, 80% of the market of this particular component is captured by 2 firms. One in Johnson & Johnson. World over, it is not India. Even India they are supplying. And one is Smith something, I'm just forgetting the name. I said, then you are going to challenge this huge multinational giants. So therefore, if your products, or for example, because this is some sort of a niche product. Why I'm giving this example? If someone is thinking from a startup perspective and some product which is to be launched in the market, you must remember the fact, like in this case, if I am a doctor, I will be more reluctant to use such an equipment or such वो scissor बोलो या जो भी, where I am not confident enough of the quality, which I am already using some, because it's a क्योंकि हमारे एक ऑपरेशन से किसी की जान भी जा सकती है, और वो एक रिलेक्ट, और दिस इज नेचुरल, इट्स इज नॉट दैट. So very first and foremost was that you have to have the same quality, at least. If you are not bettering it, at least you must get the quality parameters and controls as to, it is applicable for all. If you are entering into the take a startup with manufacturing sectors, if you are manufacturing something, you have to be sure that your quality should not compromise, because if you compromise the quality, then it is very, very difficult propositions. Then I said, okay, fine. So since you are a startup, you are SMEs and all, Government of India has a policy, and other state government also has a policy that mandatory, that is called PMI, the mandatory purchase from Indian startup. Maybe some of you might be aware, I think during this course of 2 days, I am sure all government policies, etc., will be discussed with you by eminent speakers on the subjects during those sessions. So you can try to take advantage of that fact. If you get yourself registered on e-portal or e-GEM, whatever we call GEM portals, then you can get preferential order if you are manufacturing in India, startup or SMEs or MSMEs. So that kind of policy is available. Some of the policies and many other ministries is now working on that called PLI, the PLI schemes. Okay, so that's true for those companies which are going to engage in a you can say import dominant products. Means that product I am importing from India. For example, I was yesterday only, or day before yesterday, we met Honorable Minister Mansukh Mandavia ji, and our idea was to do something regarding 2-3 aspects of under his ministry. He is controlling 2 ministries, Ministry of Health and Public Welfare as well as Chemicals and Petrochemicals. So I had an idea, in fact my secretary also an idea, why not to do something regarding chemicals. You probably may be aware that this is a sector where around 80 to 90% we are importing, and maximum import is from China. So we said, can we jointly do a program called, let's say, select 75 chemicals, because 75 years of our independence everywhere. So it is minimum 75, and let us time frame, it is not that open-ended, select 75 weeks. And do that 75 weeks, can we make Atmanirbhar on this 75 chemical, start manufacturing in India? Can we do that? So this was the basic idea with which we went and met Honorable Minister, and immediately the fallout was, yesterday Secretary Chemicals and Petrochemicals took a meeting calling all their associations of chemicals and petrochemicals, and we have discussed and said, okay, fine, let's. You must also understand the fact that from a policy maker, which I believe, and I always try to implement it, policy if you are making by sitting in a AC environment, if takers is not there, that policy is not conducive, not suitable. So I said, in this has to succeed, then please involve the industry. Ultimately, they are going to make the products. Maybe established manufacturing or any startup can come, or SMEs can do that. So idea is, I told, fine, we have an ecosystem today, as Raj has said, that last 5 or 6 years, in fact it started with 2016 to be very precise. Again, before I come back to that, let me tell you, his organization was formed in 2014, you told now. And this word unicorn, probably you might be aware, some of you, by some investor in US called Ellen Lee. He is a venture capitalist. I'm just forgetting his company's name. He has coined this word in 2013, and by that time, probably India had hardly any unicorn, maybe one or two, God knows. So you see, 14 they have came. 16th of January, which now we have from this year onward, we are now going to started celebrating it a startup day. The first startup and stand up India program was launched by Government of India, followed by various initiatives. Either it is a Mudra scheme for rurals or Aspire. Many schemes are there. I'm not going to bother you with this statistics at this moment. The point is, the environment is so conducive today that ultimately this year it has resulted around 44 or 45 unicorn conversion in 2021. Prior to that, it was 11 in 2020, some 10 is 2018, and so on. And this year we have surpassed UK. UK has probably 39 or 40 unicorns. We are 85, just behind US and China. China has around 275 or 80 unicorns, and US is leading by 400 plus. But the rate in which we are growing, that is phenomenal. So that should be I can say, comforting factor to you that ecosystem in India has changed from policy perspective, policymakers, as well as thinking, because people are more risk taking. In fact, I remember when we passed out, and Raj was absolutely correct, in 90s, our aim was to get some job. I also passed from IIT, so aim was to get some job or do for civil services. Hardly IITians were thinking of taking a risk. And to my surprise, and probably I am the lucky guy, that the first agreement I signed as a Secretary Technology Development Board to support one venture capital, again from IIT Delhi, called BotLab Dynamics. And you must be aware of what kind of a spectacular event they have created on 29th of January after beating retreat parade. So the entire project of BotLab Dynamics was, seed funding was by DST, we funded them, IIT Delhi, their FITTS funded, that is also Government of India funding. Then again, I am not only bureaucrats, I am from Accounts and Finance Service, so one of my friends from audit said, how much you have paid for this? I said, fine, what will you know? What is the purpose? So I understand this question. So I said, okay, fine. We have given them support of 2.5 crores. DST has given 1 crores. And IIT Delhi has supported them 2.5. Rest they have managed from their own sources. So roughly, let's say 6 crores. So I gave them another statistics. You see, UP government has done a similar kind of drone show, light show in October last year by celebrating 1857 event or so in that 75 years. And it is told, I am not confirmed, but that they have paid 4 crores to Russians for this show. I said, this entire 1,000 drone show organized by them was funded by Government of India or say IIT, let's say taxpayers' money itself. But this show was free, completely free to Defense Ministry, free to India. So what have we created? We have created you can say a company who is now flooded with orders, not only from government, from private. So now Gujarat is calling them for Gujarat Summit, Vibrant Gujarat. Somebody is saying, so they are flooded now, so that company is created and they are doing, and I hope they will do wonders. Similarly to others, as an agreement I signed again, a startup. So technology, now I come back to my own, because again I always tell, now my people are here, they have called me, say, if you are here as a secretary TDB, if you are not talk TDB, then nothing will work. And probably it's a real interest to actually startups or SMEs who are here, who wants to do something big. They have the idea. The concept is mind to market. M to M. That's a simple concept. And this M to M, mind to market, you travel through various level of technology readiness, because it is a startup, so I can take this liberty to tell you. So something is in your mind, so you need at that point of time seed money to fructify your idea. You need little research and to proceed, and accordingly initial investment will come to you and all those things, blah, blah. And suppose you have reached to a level TRL 7, that your product prototype is almost ready. By the way, all through your journey, there are organizations under Department of Science and Technology who will help you. It is NAB or ACRB, there are. Problem is many people is not aware of it. Even Technology Development Board exists. I, outside Department of Science and Technology, was not knowing. I had developed certain good product. I was when Deputy Jute Commissioner in Calcutta or Secretary National Jute Board with IIT Kharagpur. But that time we didn't know there is a board exists which can support those startups and support those entrepreneurs. So now the system is, if you have gone to that extent, we are here to support you, fund your project to the extent of 50%, except working capital that can include land, include building, plant and machinery, etc., so that you can establish your production facility. You produce in the market, we give you 1 year moratorium, and then you sell your product and give you very simple rate of interest, 5%. We charge nothing, and 0.5 or 0.2 to 0.5% royalty till you pay back my money, that the loan which I have given to you. We invest in equity, as Raj was absolutely correct. We found there lots of hesitation, especially from a startup, to dilute their equity and to give the equity they prefer loan. Fine. So this kind of support my own organization gives, and we have funded many, supported many startups. One example I have already given you. So any of you have you have reached to that level and need your support, please come to us. So now coming back to that petrochemical example, I said, let us create a system where suppose I have identified certain chemicals and there you need certain research for the purpose of either process innovation or product innovation. So that component, once that is done, that component will be funded by DST or support to a DST. Then the business, it is already there, so we are supporting you. And let us make a commitment to the nation that these 75 chemicals in next 75 weeks we are going to make India Atmanirbhar. From there came the concept, again, can we do it 75 drugs? Can we do it 75 medical equipments? Because you all know all high-end medical equipments we are importing. India is the 4th importer in Asia after Japan, South Korea, and 28th in the world. So all those high-end medical equipments we are importing. Then came response from those industry associations. You see, if I produce this, then probably my market is only 5% in India. We are exporting this. Then fortunately, the Secretary Chemicals and Petrochemicals were earlier Additional Secretary Health. She told, look, when COVID started, we didn't had anything, neither PPE kits, nor this mask, nor your ventilator, etc., etc. Now we are not only Atmanirbhar on this production, we are exporting it. So if we can do it, we can do it for other products also. So this entire ecosystem, and I am sure the kind of speaker you will get in during the day, during the sessions, and probably the biggest challenge all of you, as Raj has said, that financing your concept, financing your idea, that is the biggest problem, the biggest challenge a startup faces. In fact, when we interacted with them, they have very good concept. Even bottleneck dynamics, I can tell you, they have concept everything we know. But they don't have the financial guy in their system who knows that the kind of, you see, the financial projections or you see financial data to present before, say, TDB or any bank or where you want to take loan. In absence of that, if some angel investor or venture capital come to you, they will try to extract more advantages from you. TDB, obviously, we are the government organization. We can't do that beyond our framework, but they do. So the biggest challenge for them is to how to get the money, how to manage it, and so that it should not get exploited now. And you will be astonished, you will be surprised to note when with our TDB's evaluation of projects, many a times people has come and said, no, then I will take, venture capitalists will come and fund them. I give you an example, my lab. We have supported them for their kit program and said, okay, I will give you a fund, but as a grant, because it was a COVID time, so we wanted that kit to be developed very quickly. So you need not give me back my money, so suppose I give you, let's say, X amount. So X amount equivalent kit you just give to various state government, so that my money is paid back and the society gets benefit out of it. The first tranches they took, and thereafter venture capitalists came and said, please don't go to TDB, now I am funding you. It is happening with me with many such projects. Because if you come to us, we do not charge you either for your project evaluation or for your later on implementation. And this project is evaluated by a very expert, eminent person on that field itself. So for example, if it's a technology related, I generally take professors from IITs. If it is a medical related, AIMS or some, if environment related, some institute like NERIS, and also we take that expert. And this expert gives you hand holding till your project is completed, your plant, machinery, everything, and they go do project monitoring, and everything is free. So we all, TDB wants the charges of related to it, so you need not pay anything. So even for, obviously I should not say this, but if you want your project to be evaluated, any startup, you are most welcome. Please log in my website, log and give your project. Your project at least will get evaluated and validated by TDB. Whether you take loan from TDB or not, that's a different matter. But with that valuation, for evaluation rather, you will get loan from market. So I think I have taken lots of your time. I don't want to further bother you much because your sessions are already scheduled. With these few words, I will really congratulate you, ICRA, Raj and Interest team once again, and I hope that this conclave with all eminent speakers, which I am told, and your active participation in next 2 days will probably, it is very timely organized this conclave, and probably I am sure, I think lots of good positive development ideas and your queries, etc. will be answered, and you will be going here with full satisfaction and doing something for the nations. And remember Honorable Prime Minister's mantra, सबका साथ सबका विकास, लास्ट में उन्होंने अभी ऐड किया सबका प्रयास. सो आपका प्रयास, हमारा प्रयास, इनका प्रयास, सबका प्रयास मिलके यदि देश का कुछ हम लोग भला कर सके तो करना चाहिए. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू. जय हिंद. बाय.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of encouragement and wisdom. And sir, thank you so much for taking time out and joining us here today. I would request the President ICRA to kindly honor the Honorable Chief Guest with a memento. Can we have the memento on stage, please? So it's a small token of honor on behalf of the entire All India Council for Robotics and Automation.
Most of you are the startups to be very honest, please don't take it otherwise, sir. काफ़ी लोग TDB के बारे में नहीं जानते हैं, but TDB is having a long list of successful startups. To them, like they have supported a lot. So this is really a great opportunity to all of you. There are a lot many people from TDB. Office के काफ़ी लोग यहाँ पर हैं. You'll be interacting with them while they'll be visiting to your booths, right? Try to engage and try to get take this opportunity to explain, give them complete explanation about your product and services, and you might be getting some kind of fundings or other kind of supports from TDB, right? Thank you.
Adding on to what Rajkumar sir said, well, you all will get to witness a lot of groundbreaking ideas in technology section there at our exhibition area. So I would request the Honorable Chief Guest along with the President ICRA to kindly proceed towards that and inaugurate the exhibition area. We will accumulate here right after half an hour for the next session. Thank you so much.